My wonderful, beautiful, amazing Capricorn. I'm Gabriella from Gabriella's Vampire Tarot. For today, I'm going to be doing a general reading of past, present, future 9 card spread. I'm going to be using the regular tarot deck, clarify with the vampire deck, draw special vampire card, draw vampire oracle, and then draw 3 yes or no answers for thee. So let's get started on your reading. Okay, the general card is the Queen of Cups. Okay, let's look at the past, which is also the first row. You start off with 2 of Cups reversed. Knight of Pentacles, okay. And 2 of Swords. Okay, my beloved, grounded, and wonderful Capricorn. Yeah, it's like, hey, well, something had to break off, but yet something was still heading towards you where you had to kind of make some kind of decision. So, even though this, sounds sort of like some kind of like divorce breakup kind of situation, this isn't technically a relationship kind of reading, but this is also about kind of having to break away, from something that's just not working. Maybe you are on the, verge or cusp on, quitting some kind of like job or some kind of commitment of some kind because, you were pretty much heading away slowly but surely towards a decision that you wanted to make. Yeah, it's like, this, yeah, it's important to have decisions and to actually, start making them and to actually, kind of, like I've even mentioned before, if something just doesn't work out, where you will put in like maybe a couple months or even a year and, it's just, it just did not work out. You just really hated your career or job. You really thought, oh man, is this it? It's just, seemed, shinier and brighter, when that person, actually, you know, yeah, sold me this idea or, gave me this very beautiful, speech about it of some kind. But yeah, okay, I do see that there was something that you kind of had to break away from. And then, you pretty much, slowly headed towards having, to, yeah, face this kind of crossroads kind of situation, like which way do I go, right or left? So yeah, I mean, but it's sometimes it's good to kind of take steps to keep on moving, and actually sometimes you do need to face certain crossroads because this is also like having options about it's not just only saying okay you're stuck and you're not going anywhere. It's actually good to actually have some kind of options. Now in current times you get 6 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, ooh. And the Chariot reversed. Okay, interesting, my beloved Capricorns. Okay, the thing is, it's like you're at a crossroads, or, the transition from being at a crossroads and having to make a decision is that, you are definitely going to be offered, or you're being offered something right now. And that's kind of giving you this very beautiful, fulfilling, happy home, happy hearth, happy family, and abundant situation. But yet you do eventually become directionless on where you actually have to sort of head towards. Well, this could actually be a wonderful, decision that you've made. You're definitely, maybe being offered something. But what I've always told, even the previous zodiac signs, and what I'm going to keep telling you as well, is, the happy home, happy hearth, happy family is also feeling confident within your body. Because, it's like, your body is like your temple. You have to eat healthy, nurture yourself, take good care of yourself, mind and body wise. Because, the thing is, always, take good care of yourself and never, will allow yourself to be dependent on other people, because not everybody's always going to put 100% of their time and energy into caring for you unless, they're a doctor or a nurse or other kind of, medical individual person. However, the thing is, it's like, yeah, you might want to kind of, look into, this crossroads, or maybe, it's like if you're still, kind of pondering the situation to see, even if this is in the past, to see if there's more kind of crossroads that you can kind of try to maybe return or try, alternative routes of some kind. I mean, whatever this kind of potential offering of a new career looks promising. But the problem is, it's like it might end up in a situation where you kind of feel like you're not heading towards anything. And that's kind of what I'm sort of worried about regarding the Chariot reverse. Because upright, it's like, it's kind of like the Eight of Wands, heading towards something really fast and determined and passionate. But reverse is kind of like thinking, I'm stuck and lost. And that's kind of, you might want to look out for. The future, you get... Ooh, okay, I can't show this, but in the future you get Lovers, which is all about options and stuff like that. Knight of Swords, determination, strategy, and analyzing the whole situation, and a grand celebration for my beloved Capricorns. Wonderful. Okay, so the thing is, it's like, yeah, I think, you should probably have some kind of turnaround here. It's like, if you feel like you're kind of lost and stuff like that, sometimes you have to kind of, turn around and just kind of, go back to the moment where you actually started feeling, dazed and confused and lost and stuff like that. Because the thing is, when you're being offered something, or if you're being offered something right now, is you want to make sure that the whole situation looks legitimate and honest, and that there's no kind of vagues, any kind of vagaries that are taking place. Because even though this is a beautiful, shiny pamphlet that says, if you accept the job and career, it's going to promise you the entire world. Now, this is not the world. This is a wonderful abundance, happy home, happy hearth, happy family situation. But the thing is you don't want to make sure, or you want to make sure, that you're going to end up, actually, being in a very determined and passionate way. Because, it's like the transition from this is that you do end up, having more options in the future. So my suggestion, because I would never, order or demand from anything or anybody, is that, is to sometimes kind of, take a few steps back or turn around to, the moment where you still have more options and try an alternative route. And that's kind of what you're more or less being offered in the future somewhere. Can't say when, where, how, but you're definitely going to be offered more, options, maybe love, support of some kind with the lovers. And, and then you're going to be able to actually, move in a faster pace and determination, strategy, and analytical mindset. And there's going to be a wonderful celebration at the end of the entire road. Amazing. That's, now that's what I'm talking about. It's beautiful, isn't it? Okay. Two of Cups reverse. You feel like you have to kind of let go of something, but you get the Fool. Interesting. You're kind of taking a leap of faith, or you've taken a leap of faith on something, and you kind of had to let go of something. Okay. It's like nothing is ever guaranteed. It's like when you're about to, take any kind of leap of faith, whether or not, this is going to end up, with you just thinking, okay, it might end up badly or it might end up good. Who knows? Well, the thing is, it's like unless your senses more or less tell you, yeah, you should take the leap of faith and let go of this situation, that could actually, be incredibly beneficial in many ways. It's always, just, that gut instinct, what the human even, tells me about what he sometimes feels. It's like he'll sometimes tease me about, what I'm about to tell you. It's like sometimes, I'll just be in my, like in my slumbering, quarter and stuff like that. And then, he'll, sometimes, come towards me, or he'll, will try to find me and stuff like that. And then he just says, it's like, as I was heading towards you, I could just sense this pure darkness about you and stuff like that. And I just think, okay, yeah, here, we go with the monster vampire jokes and stuff like that and stuff. But the thing is the man is right. Why? Because the thing is, maybe I do exude some kind of like monstery kind of dark, some kind of energy or something. And, it's like if somebody were to approach me, they might think, okay, I might not want to get too close to this individual because there's something a bit off about this person or individual like me. But the point is, it's like that is what you kind of also need to also teach yourself, and also kind of, analyze, and also, or actually more or less realize about yourself is how strong your senses should be in the situation. And in any kind of situation, if something just doesn't feel right, don't approach it. Knight of Pentacles, something is moving slowly but surely, but it's also moving quite faster than you had imagined. And that's what the Eight of Wands is. And, what I mentioned, the Eight of Wands and the Chariot, how they're similar and stuff like that. Well, here's the Eight of Wands. So something was definitely moving a bit on the faster side than you probably had imagined. And that led you more or less to this crossroads of saying, well, where do I go? The thing is, it's like, okay, you want to make sure, it's like, don't be exactly, like the Knight of Swords. I mean, this individual, man, woman, whoever you can relate to, is incredibly determined, but you want to make sure that you're not speeding way too fast where you either A, miss the mark, or B, crash into something, right? So just always, haste not, And so the thing is, it's like, I know how badly, it's like if a vampire is craving blood, for example, they want to just move fast and stuff like that, but you want to make sure that the person is an actual, or not person, but, that the blood pack, for example, is an honest blood pack and not just something, that could easily trick a vampire into any kind of potential hazards, right? So, Two of Swords, you had a decision to make, because you got the Daughter of Scepters, the Page of Wands. So, it's like you were pretty much, already heading off towards this very beautiful and interesting, journey. As the Page of Wands, you could have fire of Aries, Leo, Sagittarius somewhere in your in your star chart somewhere, but you pretty much had to make a decision based off of this quest or some kind of journey or voyage that you wanted to head towards. And that's why you were more or less, maybe you had to kind of break free from something and just kind of take a chance in the past as a fool to say, okay, I'm about to embark on this new voyage, this new journey, this new quest, whatever it is. And that's where you pretty much in the past had to make a decision which way you were heading towards. But like with any kind of journey or voyage or any kind of quest and stuff like that, always make sure everything looks honest and nothing, looks, potentially hazardous or something. Six of Pentacles, you get the Lord of Scepters. Now, this is the King of Wands. What I see here is, you were definitely being offered something, and that gave you such incredible courage, strength, determination, passion, this energy on wanting to actually pursue, this whole, like offering of some kind. Why not? It's like a vampire that's drawn to blood and stuff like that. It's like once you're actually being offered, if somebody were to, hold this blood pack, I mean, please don't provoke or anything. But if somebody, of course, I'd be incredibly energetic and passionate about because I'm drawn towards it. But that's, in metaphorically speaking for you, is that, if you're being offered something, of course, if something looks incredibly passionate and really good and stuff like that, that would pretty much also, will wake up your desire for it, right? So, but for the Ten of Cups, you get the Emperor. Now, this is also kind of, this is like the Aries card. You can have Aries somewhere in your star chart. But, it's like this is pretty much pure confidence that I'm more or less seeing from you, It's like, the thing is the happy home, happy hearth, happy family is pretty much confident within yourself. So, you're being offered something in current times, and that's more or less giving you that kind of motivation, inspiration, the strength, and determination to want to actually go forward with it. But the thing is, is I want to know why you actually kind of, eventually feel directionless. But of course, like if people sweet talk you, that's what the human even, uses all these modern day phrases. I mean, my goodness, I'm going to have a separate video of some of my, archaic, old fashioned terms that I would have used in a situation like this. But if somebody, just says, oh yeah, you're smart, you're beautiful, you're this, you're that. If they start throwing you compliments, loving, nice, caring, and amazing, and it's kind of, a euphoric feeling. However, what I even mentioned, I think, to Libra and Scorpio and stuff like that about predators and prey, you want to make sure that people aren't going to be provoking you with all this sweet talk of saying how wonderful you are, just so, they can pretty much, grab you and say, okay, seduce. That's the thing. Because, it's like how a predator, like a vampire, would seduce its prey, like in those movies. I mean, hopefully, nobody would ever be seduced by me. I would never seduce anybody. But the thing is you want to make sure that you're not going to be seduced in any kind of situation like this. Always make sure, it's to use your senses, to use your gut instinct to, if something, just doesn't seem right, even though it seems like it's all shiny and beautiful and sparkly on the outside, I would try to avoid it as quickly as possible and not to say, well, let's see what's behind the curtain, for example, because otherwise it may be too late. The Chariot reverse, you feel kind of directionless, but you have this Ace of Wands. So the thing is, it's like what I'm kind of seeing here is maybe, it's like all of this, seduction kind of story, what I mentioned, maybe, that's kind of a bit on the extreme side. But yet, it's like if you ever feel like you're directionless, if you feel like you're stuck, if you feel like you have no idea where you're heading towards, the thing is here's your motivation on wanting to actually move forward. So maybe actually this is kind of like the turnaround in current, in the future of current times, that's pretty much saying, okay, I feel kind of lost, dazed, and confused. Maybe, it's like you did decide to kind of take a few steps back when you started sensing the darkness about any potential offering. Because this is you actually saying, well, I want to have something different. Amazing, wonderful, and please keep up your strong, beautiful senses in any way. If something really just doesn't seem right, if something just thinks, oh goodness, no, I'm starting to get cold feet, second thoughts about this and stuff like that. No, then you're 100% normally right about that kind of stuff. Okay, for lovers in the future, you get Daughter of Knives. So what I see here is you're going to be embarking on this journey, or, on a different potential, outgoing journey, because you're being, presented with more options, more alternatives, more anything out there. And the thing is as you should. The thing is whatever this Ace of Wands is, it's like, I would definitely, turn this Chariot around and start heading off towards something way better for you, and what you want, need, and desire, and not what is being potentially offered to you. Because that is how predator, approaches their prey, is they're going to be offering you something. Okay, hypothetically, you come across a vampire. And, they say, oh yeah, it's like, if you come towards me, or if you let me when you will feed off of you, I promise to turn you into a vampire. I think 90% of a lot of people would probably accept. I mean, maybe that's stereotypical of me, or maybe even 30%. But the thing is, it's like, that's the seduction part. That's the predator approaching the prey to say, I'm going to turn you, I'm going to give you everything. If you just let me, approach you, or you come to me and stuff like that, I'm going to be offering you something. Always read the fine print. Always, use your senses and stuff like that. Because, again, it's whatever is being offered, it's pretty much just going to lead you down, astray in many ways. And you want to try to avoid that. Then the Knight of Swords, you get the Prince of Scepters, you get the Knight of Wands. So, whatever this new journey you're going to be heading towards in the future, it looks incredibly more passionate, promising, determined, analytical, and strategic, and definitely with the Six of Wands of some kind of potential celebration. Heading your way in the future. You're heading towards it. But the thing is, it's like, you want to make sure that everything is just going to be, stable and grounded and honest in many ways and stuff like that. So... But I do see, you actually finding this passion about yourself. And maybe this could even be the Ace of Wands passion that's pretty much, I'm out there and stuff like that. So I just love the fact that I see, you regaining some beautiful passion in the future. Prince of Grapes, this is the Knight of Cups. You're going to be offered something, and there's something worth celebrating. So this is a way better deal and path you should, actually head towards. So whatever, you're being offered right now, the thing is, it's like, unless it looks really good and honest and down to truth in many ways, the thing is, it's like, what predators hate is being caught in a lie. So, my suggestion, if you ever come across somebody who's going to be offering you something, ask as many questions and try to go into areas where, the person either stutters or just kind of thinks, well, I don't know how to answer that. Hypothetically, a salesperson is offering you this wonderful miracle cream that's going to give you eternal youth. It doesn't exist. It's only just in the sense of vampire stuff. But however, the thing is it's like, you want to be asking questions, and and the thing is what con artists hate is being asked questions, because they just want people saying, yeah, sure, why not, I'll spend hundreds of any kind of currency, whatever applies to you out in this world, and just so I can actually have that eternal youth glow about me. Well, the thing is it's like, hopefully you're not one of those, and hopefully you do will have learned any kind of negative experience and stuff like that. Hopefully it's doesn't impact you in current times. But when you're being offered something, you want to just make sure it all just looks honest and stuff like that. But I think this alternative route looks way better for my beloved Capricorns. Okay, your special vampire card, you get King of Swords. This is analytical, this is pretty much, using, your smarts, your determination, pretty much putting in a lot of time and effort into actually, making sure, this future looks way better for you. And it's pretty much an act of strategy. And, it's like, if you want to con the con artist, try it, just to, we'll prove them wrong, and to say, this is not even a miraculous cream you're offering. This is just only, just kind of, maybe something, like, I don't know, whatever, humans, use and stuff like that. But the thing is I do see a beautiful act of strategy, and that's what I love, is that this is probably going to be your wonderful major turnaround. Beautiful. Okay, let's see what Oracle has for my beautiful Capricorns. Come on now. Redemption, absolution, forgiveness, and penance. So hypothetically, you fell, prey to a predator. Well, the thing is join the club. I fell prey to a predator as well, because I didn't realize that he was actually a vampire that pretty much saw me as an opportunity. But the most important thing that I even tell myself every day, and what I'm going to be telling you, or even, just suggesting, so I would never order, is to do a lot of self-forgiveness. And don't even feel like that you have to pay penance, or have to do absolution, or have to redeem yourself. The only way that you can redeem yourself is by, learning from all of these lessons and stuff like that, and try to live a healthier, happier, and brighter, future for yourself. And don't ever feel like, oh goodness, I just, fell for this person that sold me this cream for like 200 euros, yen, or, dollars, or any other currency and stuff like that in this world. Well, okay, sometimes, some people fall for it, and, it hurts and stuff like that, but the most important thing is that as long as you are, physically healthy, and, then you should try to, redeem yourself by, forgiving yourself 100% and just say, okay, I'm going to be living a way better and smarter life in the future. Okay. I'm going to draw 3 yes or no answers. Please feel free to pause this video and think about the questions you want answered, because for number 1, you get a yes with the 8 of Cups reversed, a yes with the 7 of Swords reversed, and this is the Con Artist card, and sadly, a no with the Page of Swords reversed. Okay, well, my wonderful, amazing Capricorns, I'm going to have to leave it at this. But if my reading resonated, please feel free to join and subscribe to my channel. I just want to thank you guys incredibly so much for supporting me. I love you guys so very much. Thank you so much for your support. In a few days, I'm going to go back to love rings. I'm going to go back and forth between general love for now. But thank you so much for your love and devotion towards me.